Chapter 6188. At first, he suspected that Irvin was playing hard to get. But when he thought about it, he even directly told Charlie's father-in-law in public. Which was a bit thought-provoking. Peter has no doubts about Charlie's ability. Orville has long been Charlie's loyal confidant. Now Irvin is Orville's master. It stands to reason that Irvin will only try his best to please Charlie, and would never do anything to expose Jacob in public and smear his reputation. And there must be only one reason why he dares to do this now. This must be Charlie's orders. Thinking of this, Peter instantly understood that it seemed that Charlie already knew the whole story, and was determined to teach Irvin, Manager Chen, and his father-in-law Jacob a lesson. So, he smiled and said to Irvin, "If it's just for this matter, there is no need to come and apologize to me. To be honest, I want to thank you. After all, business in the antique street is not easy to do now. Having such a good start is indeed a rare-to-find event." Irvin's face felt hot, but seeing that Peter didn't want to pursue the matter, he felt relieved and said in a pious tone, "Boss Jew, don't worry, I will never come to disturb your business again. Let alone tricking you. If you ever need me in the future, I will never refuse at all." As he said that, he hurriedly said, "In addition, please rest assured, Boss Jew, I cheated you for 300,000, I will definitely pay you back every penny. Please don't hold us accountable for other responsibilities if you have a lot of them." Peter stretched out his hand to help him up and said, "After all, we are all friends. You are welcome to come and sit in the store often if you have nothing to do in the future." Irvin didn't have the nerve to show up, so he could only bite the bullet and say, "I'm sure, Boss Jew, you still have so many guests here, so I won't bother you." After saying that, he quickly said goodbye and left. He left, and there was an explosion in the shop. No one expected that Irvin, who was so shrewd, would do such a stupid thing. Some good people had already posted the video to their circle of friends. After leaving the shop, he immediately posted the photo and text of his apology letter to his circle of friends, and even pinned this circle of friends to the top of his circle of friends. The apology letter explained the whole incident in great detail. That Manager Chen first asked him for help, informed him of the news of Liang Yun's return, and how he took the initiative to contact Jacob to help him avenge, and then self-righteously designed the entire scam. He knew that this was the opportunity Charlie gave him to save himself, so he did not dare to hide anything. As soon as this circle of friends came out, the whole antique street went into a rage. People in almost every store were discussing this circle of friends. Who would have thought that Peter's lucky pick was someone else working so hard for him? Manager Chen, who was kicked out by the antique shop, was currently editing a circle of friends in front of the antique shop, preparing to pour all the dirty water on Irvin in the circle of friends to relieve his hatred. But just when he was finished writing a short essay and was about to click to publish it, an acquaintance saw him and said, "DMN, Manager Chen, you haven't looked at Irvin's WeChat moments. Is everything he said true? Did the three of you really work together to deliver that 20 million gift to Zhu Liang?" Manager Chen was stunned and asked subconsciously, "What circle of friends? What does it mean?" The man said, "Irvin's circle of friends, you should take a look quickly." Manager Chen quickly quit the editor, refreshed his circle of friends, and immediately saw Irvin's apology letter. When he clicked in to see the details, he was so angry that he almost vomited 3 liters of blood, and blurted out, "What a stupid high-tech! Destroy the truck! Irvin, you BA5 tard! Even if we die together, you are one step ahead of me. F***ing beast!" And this circle of friends also made Jacob famous in the antique industry too. The Painting and Calligraphy Association also has one foot in the antique circle, and Jacob was exposed to such a scandal, which shocked both the calligraphy and painting circle and the antique circle. Within a few minutes, the news reached President Pei, causing him to jump around in the office anxiously. President Pei also wanted to curry favor with Jacob, so he planned to leave the position of general president to him after he was promoted. He originally thought that everything was a sure thing, but he never thought that Jacob conspired with others to set up an antique fraud. What's even wrong is that it was originally a scam, but in the end, it was turned into a money-giving scam. Many people in the meeting originally made strong protests against Jacob. The executive vice president was doing nothing but pretending to be a fake person. Especially the vice presidents who were suppressed by Jacob were filled with indignation. Each of them is coveting the position of executive vice president. And they all have complaints about Jacob, an extremely poor executive vice president. There was no suitable opportunity to overthrow him before. But now the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity has finally come. So, several vice presidents, together with the members, rushed to President Pei's office and demanded that President Pei expel Jacob from the Painting and Calligraphy Association. One person said, "President Pei, Jacob is committing a crime. If this matter is pursued, he will go to jail." The executive vice president of the Calligraphy and Painting Association going to jail for fraud. Where is the face of our Calligraphy and Painting Association? Another person echoed, "That's right, President Pei. This black sheep can no longer stay in our Calligraphy and Painting Association. He must be expelled immediately." Another person said, "I have already said that this guy doesn't understand T. What qualifications does he have to be the executive vice president? Now it seems that not only does he not understand T, but he also has serious moral problems. We should get rid of him as quickly as possible. And then make a statement to the outside world that all this was his personal behavior and has nothing to do with our association. Yes, yes. A statement must be made. If we don't implement this matter as soon as possible, outsiders will definitely say that our Painting and Calligraphy Association does not distinguish between right and wrong, and shelters fraudsters. By then the entire association will be implicated by him." President Pei did not dare to agree or refuse. He could only say to the people who came to the door, "Everyone, please be patient. This matter is just Irvin's words. We don't have sufficient evidence. We can't deal with Vice Chairman Wilson directly. So please wait a moment and wait for me to verify this matter before making a decision." Everyone still wanted to express their protest. President Pei picked up the car keys and said, "Just do what I said on this matter. Don't worry, let the bullets fly for a while. As for me, I made an appointment with several leaders today to talk about the follow-up work. So I will take the first step. But don't worry, once the truth about this matter comes out, I will definitely give you a satisfactory explanation." After saying that, he hurriedly left the association and got into his car. The first thing he did was to call Jacob, but the message on the phone was that the other party could not be reached for the time being. President Pei was anxious and angry, and immediately sent a voice message to Jacob on WeChat. "Jacob, you are confused. Seeing that now is the critical moment for me to get promoted. And wanted for you to follow suit. How could you do such a thing? Now everyone is asking me to expel you from the Painting and Calligraphy Association. What do you want me to do? Give me a call as soon as you receive the message."